And before I forget, this statue does come with this small spotlight. Naputol pa dyan ako. Hey guys, today we are going to unbox a very big package. I'm not really sure what it is, but I do have an idea. If you want to guess, you could leave it down in the comments below. But for now, let us start the unboxing. Will it have an art box? Nope, it will not. Okay, so this will be a Spider-Man. I could already see his hands poking out. So I think Spider-Man is almost in one piece. Yeah, he is. That was quite easy to get out thanks to the plastic he is in. Here you go. Very, very nice. Very, very clean. Let's put him aside first. We didn't get the base first because it's gonna be hard. Might as well just take out what's on top first, then we go to the base. Here we have, not sure what this is, but it is part of the base. Looks like a horn, to be honest. Oh, this statue will have light-up features. So we got the power adapter here. We got one of the portraits here. Not sure what this portrait is. I do love how vibrant the red is. And this will most likely be the Dell'otto portrait. The portrait that most of us love. This is, I think, the bottom part of the base. Oh, it's not. Oh, this is actually the bottom part. So we do have the sticker. The edition size is 20 and I got number 7. This is sculpted by Steven Trujillo Sanchez. Okay, moving on to the second layer. I think that's pretty much everything here. Oh, we have a portrait stand here. Let's take out the other stuff first. This is probably one of the weirdest stuff in this package, and we have a spotlight. Not sure yet how we're gonna use this, but this does come with that. This one looks very, very fragile. Is this metal or is it resin? We have the spider webs. It feels like it's made out of metal, so I don't think there's anything to worry about this breaking. And it is a bit flexible actually. Okay, last item, we have the base. It's gonna be a problem how to get this out as it's quite massive. We're gonna take out all the small styros first. Bugat kayo. Okay, we need to put the box down. The gargoyle is really heavy. Okay, so here is the base. Okay, so the beak of the gargoyle is poking the styro, the foam, very bad. So it was extremely hard for me to pull it out. Anyway, he is out now. I think we could mount him first. Wait, let's see. So yeah, gargoyle will be facing this way. Okay, now we could remove the plastic. It does have a lot of the styro, the black foam inside the wings to protect it. So let's start the assembly. We do have this one. It was the tail, which goes like that. And I think all there's left is Spider-Man. So Spider-Man will key on the top left part of his head of the gargoyle, and another one here. There's a keyhole. That's a quick assembly, I would say. And now the portrait. I'm not sure how we're gonna display this yet. I need to check the photos. But for now, I think we have completely assembled the Dell'otto Spider-Man. This statue stands a little over 25 inches tall, has a depth of 13 inches deep, and a width of 18 inches wide. Might depend on the angle you display him and if you have the spider web display. I chose not to display mine, but more on that later. The concept of this statue is actually inspired from one of Gabriel Dell'otto's art. Dell'otto Spider-Man is most likely the most famous version or run among statue collectors, as they always include this portrait with the small eyes for almost all Spider-Mans. Anyway, me myself love it even though I haven't read any Dell'otto comics. So the base is this giant dragon statue and Spider-Man is on top of that dragon. This is most likely on top of a building somewhere in New York. The dragon does have a spider web on the top of his left wing. There's some black paint on that spot, not sure if it is a Venom symbiote or Spider-Man trapped in it in that area. And before I forget, this statue does come with this small spotlight and it's not bright at all, almost useless in my opinion. It's gimmicky for sure. This spiderweb is made out of metal. I chose not to display it because 1, I don't know how to position it, and 2, I don't want to damage the paint because of me trying to pose the metal spiderweb. The statue does come with an alternate portrait right here, but it's not Dell'otto, so I will not be using that and will remain here in his portrait stand. Moving on to the sculpt, this is sculpted by Steven Sanchez, who actually sculpted already a lot of Spider-Man in the custom statue collecting. Anatomy-wise, I think there's something wrong with its head and neck area. If you look closely in the seam area, it's like the top portion, which is the head, is being swallowed by the neck, which makes the neck bigger than the head. It could be the anatomy is right, but the factory did not cut the statue right. If you look at the back part of the neck and the side right here, the web lines does not connect. The web line does not match at all on the portrait stand and whichever portrait you put on it. And if you look at both his forearms, you will see again this odd unequal web lines. This could have been an easy fix, but I'm quite disappointed that it wasn't addressed. It's an eyesore for sure. But they did add some pretty cool soles to his boots. In my opinion, this Spider-Man kinda looks buffer than he needs to be. It could just be me. What do you guys think? Next is the paint. Gotta say, I love the blue and red that they use on Spider-Man, how vibrant he looks. This is probably my current favorite blue-red combination for Spider-Man. As for the base or the dragon, it's painted the same way. It looks okay. Doesn't give me statue color vibe, but it's okay. The bushy Venom I have in my collection did it better. And speaking of that Venom, I will be pairing this Spider-Man with that Venom. So now I have a Spider-Man here at the studio. Going back to the paint, I see a spot here on the webs on the wings that the painter made a mistake over painting the dragon wings with white. It's not that noticeable, but it's there. I mean, that's just too much paint and should have been fixed in my opinion. The paint also on the portrait stand doesn't look like spider web. Instead, it's more like bones. Doesn't really matter that much since the portrait stand is already a great addition. With all that said, I'd rate this statue a 6. Sculpt is good, but the execution of the statue is bad. Spider-Man has lots of very visible textures. The base has lots of details and textures as well. The paint, like I said, is my favorite for Spider-Man. The paint on the base is acceptable in my opinion. The spotlight is gimmicky, but that's okay. Assembly was a breeze minus the spider web, which I think most collectors would opt not to use. Anyway, might do something creative with this statue in the future if budget permits. Like and subscribe. This is Carl and see you in the next one.